The skies over Kahndaq were unnaturally quiet. Not the peaceful kind of quiet, the silence of anticipation, like the breath the world holds before a scream. The great city, long shielded by the might of Black Adam, seemed to sense something was coming. Merchants closed stalls early. Children were hurried inside. The high priest in the temple of Raharakti whispered trembling prayers. Though none knew why, Black Adam stood alone atop the Temple of Eternity. His black and gold suit shimmered faintly under the dying sun. Arms folded behind his back, eyes narrowed, he stared into the east winds. His senses, honed by centuries of divine power, caught something distant yet undeniably massive. The gods were afraid. That alone made him furious. He had felt their absence lately, their divine whispers vanishing one by one. The 6 gods who empowered him, Shu, Heru, Aman, Zehuti, Aton, and Mehen, were growing distant. Their bond, though still intact, throbbed with tension. Something ancient clawed at the gates of the spiritual realms, demanding attention, something even the gods had long buried. That something had a name, and it was coming. Far beyond Kahndaq, in the forgotten ruins of the Twilight Realms, the prison that once held Mangog lay shattered. He was not freed by accident. No, the gods, so arrogant, so distant, had grown careless. They had abandoned many realms to entropy, forsaking ancient wards and seals. The energy of collective hatred, the fuel of Mangog's existence, had surged once more, drawn from the mounting rage of humanity, wars, betrayals, genocide, religious hypocrisy. Every act of blood invoked the pain of the past. And in that pool of endless hatred, Mangog was reborn. He rose from the void of stone, chains falling like whispers of judgment, and spoke only one word: vengeance. Towering and monstrous, Mangog was the embodiment of 1 billion souls, slain by divine decree. His strength, a grim monument to divine injustice. His fangs gleamed like obsidian. His fists could sunder worlds. His roar echoed across dimensions. The gods once imprisoned him not out of pity, but out of fear, for no god could truly kill what they themselves had created. Now Mangog marched again, not toward Asgard, which had already suffered his wrath, not toward Olympus, which hid behind veils, but toward a god who dared call himself just, a god who ruled not from the heavens, but from a throne carved in mortal stone. Black Adam. As the moon rose, the winds howled through the palace of Kahndaq. A swirling storm emerged from the desert, shaking minarets and temples alike. A sonic boom cracked across the land. Soldiers readied weapons. Civilians screamed. Then it appeared. A shadow emerged from the storm front, massive, hulking wrath incarnate. Mangog walked into the outer city unchallenged. Buildings crumbled at the pulse of his steps. His very presence disrupted reality. Enchantments fizzled, divine relics shattered. The air became heavy, like walking through grief. Black Adam appeared above him in a blur of gold lightning, his eyes already aglow with rage. "You tread on sacred ground, beast," Adam warned, his voice thunderous. Divine power crackling around him. "Speak your purpose before I erase you." Mangog didn't stop walking. The gods lie. The gods kill. And you, half god, half tyrant, you dare wear divinity like a crown. He growled, raising his head. "I have come to destroy your throne." Lightning shot down as Adam landed before him, splitting the ground. "You'll find no throne worth destroying, only a grave." Mangog smiled, wide and monstrous. "Then carve it." But he did not strike yet. No, this was not a battle to begin without prophecy fulfilled. Mangog raised a clawed hand to the sky and tore open the veil of the divine. In a blinding flash of gold and pain, the spiritual plane overlapped the mortal world. Black Adam gasped, not from fear, but recognition. Above them, the trembling visages of the gods of the Egyptian pantheon shimmered like fading stars, and they were kneeling to him. Mangog turned to Adam and roared, "Even your gods fear me." The storm exploded outward and the city quaked, but Black Adam stood firm. He didn't flinch, didn't back away. With divine fury surging through him, he rose again into the sky, fist-clenched, eyes glowing like suns. "You faced many gods," Adam said, voice echoing through heaven and earth, but never one born from rage and justice combined. Above them, the clouds roared, thunder crackling. Shazam! Lightning struck him, empowering him anew, burning brighter than ever before. Mangog dug his claws into the earth, snarling, "Then come, little god. Let me show you what a billion souls crying for revenge sound like." And then, in the dying light of night, the gods watched from afar, for the first strike would not be between mortals, but titans. The skies ripped open. Black Adam shot forward, propelled by the divine storm itself. Lightning trailed behind him like the tail of a comet, white-hot and furious. In response, Mangog opened his arms wide and roared, a sound not of one voice, but of millions. The scream of fallen civilizations, of ancient sacrifices, of a billion souls murdered by divine whim. Their collision was seismic. The first blow shattered the sound barrier. The ground beneath Kahndaq split like glass, temples toppling as the shockwave raced through the desert. Black Adam's punch landed squarely in Mangog's jaw, sending the beast skidding backward for hundreds of meters, tearing through stone and steel like they were parchment. But Mangog laughed. He rose from the rubble without a scratch, eyes burning with hatred. "I have crushed Asgard's armies with a single stomp," he bellowed. "What hope does a glorified man have against me?" Black Adam didn't answer. He flew in again, faster, more precise, blows striking like divine hammers. One to the chest, one to the temple. A spinning kick reinforced with the strength of Ammon sent Mangog careening into the side of a mountain. Still, Mangog rose. "You cannot kill hate," he snarled. "You cannot kill truth." He lunged. This time it was Mangog's turn to strike. His massive fist connected with Adam's chest, sending the ancient champion flying into the sky like a rag doll. He crashed through storm clouds, lightning surging around his body as he tumbled back toward the earth. Mangog leapt up to meet him, and in midair he caught Adam by the throat. And then came the brutal flurry, punch after punch, each one cracking bones, denting divine flesh. Black Adam coughed blood as the pain surged through his body, but still he refused to scream. Instead, he spoke a word through gritted teeth. Shazam! The magical lightning came down again, but Mangog this time caught it. He held the bolt of divine lightning in his hand, grinning as it writhed and struggled. "Your gods gave you this power," he hissed, "but they cannot save you now." He slammed the lightning into Adam's body, reversing its force. Adam screamed as the power meant to restore him now scorched his essence. Still he fought back. Still he rose. Black Adam broke free with a surge of strength and slammed both fists into Mangog's chest, sending him hurtling downward. As the beast crashed into the earth, Adam descended like judgment, landing with the fury of the seven gods combined. "I do not kill for them," he said, his voice low and terrible. "I kill for justice." He struck Mangog with the strength of Shu's wind, pinning him. With the speed of Heru, he delivered 100 blows in seconds. With the wisdom of Zehuti, he summoned arcane chains of cosmic order, wrapping Mangog's limbs. But Mangog devoured the magic. He burst free, snarling, his power undiminished. The chains melted. The air twisted. His tail whipped Adam across the battlefield, then slammed down like a meteor. "You cannot bind the wrath of a billion slain," he howled. Mangog rose to full height, towering over Adam. He opened his mouth wide, revealing rows of fangs, and from his throat came a beam of crimson soul fire, pure divine hatred made physical. It struck Adam dead on, engulfing him in torment. Memories of guilt, of failure, of every soul he had judged, ruled, or killed. Black Adam screamed, but not in surrender, in fury. Enough! In that moment, he summoned all 6 powers, not individually, but as one. A golden aura erupted around him. His body glowed with a burning light so fierce that it rivaled the sun. And then came his final move. He flew straight into Mangog's beam, fists forward, pushing through agony, through soulfire. And he punched. One God-powered punch, fueled by every ounce of rage, pride, justice, and duty Black Adam carried. The impact sent a shockwave that shattered the heavens. Mangog's beam cracked, then his chest did. The creature stumbled, eyes wide. "No, I am hate. I cannot." "You are hate," Adam growled. "I am retribution." With a final bolt of lightning, he blasted Mangog into the molten earth beneath the mountain of Kahndaq. The world trembled, the skies cleared, and then silence. Black Adam stood, breathing heavily, lightning arcing across his torn suit. He looked down at the smoldering crater where Mangog lay still, his essence flickering like a dying star. The billion voices went silent. The gods whispered again. But Adam did not look to the heavens. He turned his back to them, because in the end the gods had fled, and he had stayed, the defender of Kahndaq, the god that gods feared.